Podcast, take one.
Hi, everybody. We are here in our studio with Nick Bhasin from 516 Update. I want to tell you that we are here. I'm Melanie Calmer. This is my husband and partner.
Hey, y'all.
Jesse Valadares, and we are from Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Laffey International Realty. We are in our Woodbury office, but we also work out of our Williston Park office for people that are in early Nassau. So Nick, you are, guys, we have such a treat today. Nick is so brilliant and so learned and so interesting. He's the perfect candidate for our program because he epitomizes the interesting people that come out of Long Island. When you look and you just think of celebrity and you think of writers and you think of musicians, I mean, one, you could just even think Billy Joel, who's home, one of our two really good friends over at the Roslyn office sold just recently. I mean, there's incredible people on Long Island that do amazing things and just these brilliant personalities. And Nick, I think, is truly one of those people. So Nick, thank you so much for coming on today. We're so excited to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here, and thanks so much for having me on. And that introduction could have been better. I really appreciate that, all the kind words.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed this. It's been great to get to know both of you and be here today.
So much fun. So tell us, 516 Update, but there's got to be the Nick before that got to this point. So tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up here in Long Island, New York. I went to Half Hollow Hills for high school. I went to Hills East, and similar
so
to
did
you.
I.
Exactly. And I'm from here, and so it's home. It's always been home. My parents are out here. My sister's out here, and my parents would. Even just as in high school, whatever, we're always trying to figure out, what do we do on the weekends? And
right.
It's constantly Googling and looking things up and looking up 30 or 40 different sources of, what to do. And so over time, my parents, even after I went off to college and grad school and work, constantly kept asking me, and then it expanded to family asking me and friends. And so, over time, it became, how do I go and figure out like a better way to pull that information for them so they can go and figure out, what do we do? Like, what are the things that we can go and do on the weekends? And so, I'm a local Long Island boy, and it's good to do something nice for the community back home.
Yeah.
And you know what's...
He's a Long Islander made good.
Yeah, and you know what I love? So if you guys have not seen 516 Update, you must see it. Not only does he, and Mo, your partner,
absolutely,
your right hand, left hand partner, best friend, right? Which is so cool, working with your best friend. Let's think about that. I get to do that too,
hey.
But not everybody can. But coming up with something like that together is so incredible. And every time that I go on there, I'm always in awe at how much information is given in such a concise way and how you can really plan out things. It's not like you have to search anymore. You really can schedule and say, like we have grandchildren. What are we going to do with the grandchildren? Or what's the hot restaurant that just opened up? Or, what's going on anywhere? And I just feel like you guys have the handle on that. It's one source, one-stop shopping for me.
I appreciate that. No, it's not easy to go and do it. So I'll tell you, I met Mo at NYU in college almost 20 years ago now, and so we're an undergrad, and he's a brilliant guy. He's a physician today, actually, and so outside of 516 Update, he's a doctor. But he had this idea of how do we get back to our community, doing community building and doing things for the people at home and family has always been, a big thing for both of us. And so, we started off by doing this once a week, a couple of years ago, and then it turned into twice a week, and we hired a team, and our team is really fantastic.
Totally.
I have to thank the core team is Sue and Bia, our head of graphic design, and Janine really does a lot of the research for us. And we have the head of advertising and partnerships, whose name is Mo, also ironically. They really are great. They're fantastic people. But look, they take a lot of time to really go and figure out every little event that's happening and try to figure out the best way to go and display it in the newsletter every single day. So we're very, very lucky to have the people that we have working with us on a daily basis to go and make it possible.
Yeah, I really love it. I mean, first of all, it's always really well written when you write a story or whatever it is you're covering. I love the fact that you guys aren't concentrating on political stuff. It's really about Long Island itself, what makes up Long Island, what's
Everything
going on
Long
in Long
Island.
Island. It's kind of like our podcast.
Everything Long Island. It's
See that?
everything,
You see that?
Nassau.
Natural
You guys gonna
progression.
spread out to Suffolk one day, maybe?
The plan is absolutely to make a 631
Yay.
update as
You
well.
have to.
Absolutely.
Excellent, excellent.
Yeah, I really love the concept, and it's like one of these things that after you hear, like, we found out that you have this, like, well, why weren't people doing this already? Why didn't someone already
Totally.
come up with this? So I love it. I love the simplicity yet the brilliance of it. It's amazing.
No, I appreciate that. We're very happy, very proud of the work that we do. And as you mentioned, this is not a political statement at all. It's very much what's happening in the neighborhood. What are the different news sources covering in one place, but also, I have a lot of our daily readers that reach out to us with their own news that's not being covered anywhere. So we're actually become a source of news as well for the community, and a platform that people can use to share their thoughts, to share events that are happening, to even share like news that we decide whether we can cover it or not. And so we focus a lot on infrastructure and things being built, so people can track. Where's the money going? Where's the town investing, and where's the growth? And we've seen our neighborhood sort of revitalize and change over the last 5, 10, 20 years. I mean, Long Island's completely shifted.
Yeah, and that's what people really want to focus on. Like, you have a lot of national news and things.
I was just gonna say
on
that.
a local level, I think it's needed more than ever, honestly.
Well, it's
How do people
grassroots.
find you? That's one thing. And where are you guys, like, where do people see you?
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of it's been, we're very lucky. We have, over 25, almost 30,000 subscribers now, and so we keep growing. A lot of it's been word of mouth, frankly. We just try to do the right things. We try to show up at events and cover. When you're covering people's local events, even as small as a bowling league. So when you read our newsletter, we highlight the key events that are happening this weekend. But there's a button that we keep in every single newsletter. When you click on it, it's almost everything that's happening that you can possibly go and pull together. We have our team is going through every source they can and being as comprehensive as possible. So when people see their local event being covered, they get excited, they share with their friends, their family, and so a lot of them become subscribers that way. And it's that, and then we also have, we started doing this recently, different shout outs, birthday shout outs or things like
cool.
that. So
I like that.
Yeah, when people
You
are like,
bring the community into it.
exactly. And so if you share this with your friends and let us know you did, and we can track that. We always ask you, does anyone want to shout out an anniversary, birthday, stuff like that. So we do small things to build community engagement.
That's good. So people get it through their email. Like, you email this out, they get a monthly newsletter. Are you on any social platform at all where people can find you? Because I'm just wondering, how do people initially find out about you, unless it's all word of mouth?
It's Instagram as well.
Amazing.
It's Instagram as well. Okay. We're on Instagram. We have a following there as well. But I will tell you, it's incredible to see how word of mouth is it's been able to really push this forward in a big way. And
That's great.
And the fact is, whenever people ask, can you share this, the restaurant or an event with the community, all we ever ask is if you wouldn't mind mentioning us, and this is a place for your readers to find us.
Right.
I can't tell you, we'll do that. The next day, I'll see 100 new subscribers or 50 new subscribers that have come and joined us. It's really nice.
That's really cool, especially in a world like today. Everything is very techy but it's like very old school way of getting things going and getting your growth through word of mouth, which is, wow, I love that.
Well, I think at the end of the day, I think communities are old school, right? Everyone wants that in person, outside of the tech and the cell phone and everything else. People want that connection with folks, and that's really what the goal is. It's to bring people together. It's to do community events, family events. Most of what we cover is meant for families to go and do things in the weekend.
Yeah, I agree. With all this talk today about how AI is going to replace us all, you're proving this.
Yeah, thank you.
That it can.
We're all trying to.
People are still hungry for communication with one another. So,
That's absolutely the case. I mean, you find that. I mean, we can track every link people click on, and so we can see like the type of events that are also popular. And so we can see like, whether it's sports or events or bars or live music. We have a whole segment for live music, for example, in the newsletter. Yeah. People crave that. People crave that experiential, in-person experience. And I think you see that even in how Long Island shifted when you talk about the different malls. I mean, look at Whitman.
Yeah.
Whitman is completely different than it was 20 years ago.
When I grew
Roosevelt
up,
Field.
Whitman was like, forget it. We used to just, I mean, there was, I forget the name, I think it was Cookies. And it was like, I mean, it was just ridiculous. I remember going with my babysitter, like, to the mall with my brother in a stroller. Like, it was nothing. It was kind of like, you had A&S, Macy's, and it was, it wasn't really a big deal. Now, the fact that they started growing on the outside.
Yep.
I was like, oh my goodness. And when Jesse and I were starting to look at homes, we looked around Melville, in that area because of the mall, and we ended up settling. We're in the town of Smithtown. We're near the Smith Haven Mall, which I guarantee you.
It's
and I said to him,
yeah.
it's gonna end up, and what? There's a Nordstrom Rack there now. So it's everything. We've got the Wegmans there. So it's starting. It's really starting. The malls have really changed over time. And we were talking a little bit earlier because we snuck out and had yummy lunch, and we were talking about the Roosevelt Field Mall. I mean that food court is insane. It's off the hook. Best falafel, and I mean they have this place where I had this sick salmon. I mean, you didn't used to be able to do that at the mall, and I grew up being vegetarian, and it was like I had to have pizza. That was my only choice. Now it's like you can have anything. You could say I want French fries, and they have a French fry stand. I mean, ridiculous.
It's all experiential, right? Everything they're doing is so specific and experiential. They can cater to any taste, and they can market that way. And I love the food court. The food court's absolutely incredible. But even as you go downstairs, there's a Capitol Grill now. They're expanding to do the big, like high-end restaurants as well.
Yeah, definitely.
The bars,
especially Roosevelt, it's really gone nuts with the high end. But I guess it's also catering to your local market. Really.
It is.